What's up guys, this is Joe with Streamline Unboxing. Finally, our two favorite RC companies in scale realism have decided to shrink down to 118. And I have picked both of them up. I got the 118 Gelande 2 from Rc4wd Drive and the new Axial Yeti Jr. We're going to unbox both of them very quickly. We're going to find out what's in both of the packages. We're going to put them next to each other and we're going to find out which one is more your speed. Stay tuned guys.
So we'll be unboxing the Yeti Jr. first. This is the 118 version of what you probably have already at home. This is retailing for $179 off the website, which is how I bought it. It is a true RTR. They really did mean it. So they did bring everything you do need to get this up and running. They have the battery, which is a 1300 milliamp Onyx battery. 7.2 volt, and if you don't have a charger, don't worry. They do bring a charger. It is a USB charger with connectors that I have not seen before, but they do bring a Onyx USB charger that you could charge your battery with. Also, they do bring some extra parts for your, looks like for your shocks. Also, a tool to remove the wheels. We have the radio, which is a Tactic pistol radio, which does take 4 AA's, and it's no sweat because they bring you some. We have the Onyx 4 AA batteries that fit in the controller. So pistol radio, ready to go with the 4 AA, nothing else needed. All we need is the car, and that is coming up right now. And here it is guys, the Yeti itself all out of the box. So you can take a real good look at it. Hopefully my camera has sufficient quality for your taste. I am recording this on a Sony a6000 with a kit lens. You know, I just wanted to get this out there for you guys so you can check it out. Plus, I just kind of got into video making and producing videos with iMovie. I'm just keeping it simple, guys. I'm a regular dude. But I really wanted to get this out for you guys because I am back into the hobby. I was out for a while. I sold a lot of RCs that I had. I actually bought a Yeti 110 scale, and I actually sold it without even using it because I was having my 2-year-old. So I wanted to be responsible and make sure that all the money I could possibly get in my pocket was in my pocket and not in toys. So now, been a dad for almost 3 years now, and I'm trying to get back in. I don't want to spend 500 bucks. I wanted to spend under 200 bucks with everything I needed, and if I could slowly start to upgrade it to where I want it, I think this is the platform. I really hope that Axial starts making a ton of parts and other companies start to make other parts for it. So let's open this up. Let's see what the chassis looks like. It's supposed to be a mini Yeti. Honestly, I don't even have a Yeti, regular size, the 110 scale anymore. But I just remembered that when I did have it, and you know, if you could just go online and check it out, it looks very similar. I mean, you know, just the way, the basic layout, the center belly, and the rear solid axle, and this battery tray, the way it's just all put together, it's not your typical Slash. It's not your typical, you know, unrealistic looking vehicle. Even though they're high performing, I want both. I want scale realism. I also want the performance, and I think this is real performance. And what I mean by real performance, I mean fast, bashable, you know, which is very different than what I'm about to show you with the Gelande 2. That has its own performance in crawling, in its own scale. It has its performance, but this is gonna be a lot of fun because this looks like it can go faster. We can put a new motor in there. We can upgrade the electronics, upgrade the servos. Look at these tires. I mean, these tires are begging to be abused. So this is gonna be a ton of fun. Just wanted to bring it to you guys as quick as possible in different hands. I know some other guys have reviewed it, but I just wanted to bring it to you in my little lab of what is going to be hopefully all filled up with RC cars behind me on that shelf. So I'm trying to get back into the hobby, and this is definitely the way. So let's do the RC 4-wheel drive. And now we have the RC 4-wheel drive Gelande 2. This is a 1/18 scale. This is a shrunken down version of the Gelande that you may already own. That is 1/18, scary close. I did own one, which I already did sell a long time ago, but I do remember it, and it is pretty spot on. I've already unboxed this, but I did put it together for you guys. So we'll get right to it. As a matter of fact, on the back of the box, it will tell you, actually under the box, I'm sorry, what is in the package. We have a remote, we have a battery. This is a LiPo battery. No charger, no batteries for the remote. However, it does have a LiPo buzzer alarm, which is a nice little addition that you can use with other RC cars that you may want to use a LiPo battery with that do not have a stock cutoff for LiPo batteries to save them. So I'll take this right out of the package and look at a couple things here. They have really neat books, very cool graphics, very comparable with Axial. I mean, you know, they're just spot on with their quality. You know, this actually has schematics of how to build the vehicle. So if you want to take it apart, I'm sure we all will. We will be upgrading. We will definitely be doing a motor on this because that is one thing that I would complain about. I got the box that the remote comes in. It's a little 2.4 gigahertz radio. You need 4 AA's to be able to get it rolling. I got my little cheapo batteries in there. Then you have a box of small parts. They seem to be servo adapters, and then a plastic bumper. I really don't know why you need a plastic bumper. I mean, I might mount it and find out why. Mainly because the bumpers that are on it, front and rear, are steel. The whole chassis is steel. Very impressive. We'll throw away some of these boxes and we'll take it out. And what do we have? We have the vehicle itself. So just a couple zip ties and out it comes. Look at that magic, I already done it, so. Right to the vehicle. And there you have it. This is not a vehicle that you really want to be dropping from too high of a place. This is a crawler. This is a 1/18 crawler, so it is extremely scale. This is not something that you want to be bashing around, which I have been doing. Then again, it could take the beating. There's a couple weak points we will be talking about, but if you see, the detail is insane. 6 lug nuts, look at the tire tread. All this is steel. Everything is steel. All the links, shafts, everything. Really neat articulation. We have our shocks, they're black. I have done some customizations to it, which I will be showing you. But like lights, it does come with light buckets. So I have installed my own custom lighting kit. You could do all kinds of things. I mean, it comes with, you know, properly colored lights that light up if you put lighting to it. The front buckets actually hold LEDs, whereas the rears you have to kind of make something so they can kind of sit close to it. Some people, you know, they'll paint it. This is hard plastic. I mean, it's not painted, it's unpainted, so you'd have to probably, you know, get some, you know, some paint that would be suitable for this kind of plastic. So not Lexan paint, you want, you know, plastic, hard plastic paint for this. And there's been a lot of cool details that people have been adding to get more scale. I mean, you know, there's been some different wheels I've seen. I mean, it's slowly coming out because it did just arrive not too long ago. But the chassis steel, the body's plastic, the wheels are rubber, the actual rims are steel. There's a lot of little bolts, and you are going to need a couple tools to take it apart. So let's take off the body and see what it looks like under here. So I have an angled 2.0 and 1.5 millimeter tools here, okay? So with our 2.0, I am going to take off the body. I would say this is my only complaint, is because the body posts look weak. I haven't broken it yet, but the body posts that go to the plastic body, they look a little weak. Not to mention the actual screws are not all metal on metal. The first two are actual screws that go into plastic, so you have to keep driving them into the same spot in the same way. You have to be very careful. I've already unscrewed and rescrewed in these bolts, so these screws, so they really kind of, there goes one, they kind of just already have carved their path, but the rear ones are metal on metal, and that's kind of how I wish they should have kept it. And they should have reinforced the body post to the vehicle, the actual body itself, a little bit better, because I could see that being an issue. My LiPo battery is already installed. It's an 850 milliamp, 7.4 volt LiPo battery. Sits in real good. It's strapped in just like how the regular 110 scale is strapped in. And as you can see, it is a true mini-me of the 110 Gelande. The motor is a little peanut. It's actually smaller than the Mini Z motor. I don't know if you guys know Kyosho Mini Zs, but that's one of my huge issues, is I have a lot of those. Recently I've purchased many. And this is actually a smaller motor than the ones in the Mini Zs. So it does struggle a little bit. It does have a little bit of a struggle when it comes to trying to go over things. I don't care about speed because it's not fast, but I do want power. So that is one thing I will be upgrading. We have an all-in-one ESC. We have a servo, and as you can see, it's just all steel, super quality steel. Now with the body, I have made some additions here, some customizations, okay? I have a little light kit set up that is pretty neat, and right now it is not lighting up because the battery died. I have a little battery in there that I had. I'll show you that later because I will have a running video of the Gelande 2 and the Axial Yeti running next to each other, so this will be charged up and ready for you. But let's put them next to each other, which is pretty much why I made this video, is to compare them. So we'll bring them both up and let's check it out. So here they are, guys, just as promised. I have the 118 Gelande by Rc4wd Drive and the 118 Axial Yeti Jr. that just came out, and as right away you can see the difference in size. Although they are both 118, they are greatly different in size. They are both no better than the other. They are different. This is apples and oranges. You have a slow crawler that is super scale, and you also have a basher. This is just as close as you can get to having basher capability and scale looks. So this is lighter in plastic. This is heavier in steel. So, you know, Lexan body, very flexible. And then you also have a hard body, very detailed. So they're different. They have their own job, you know, very, very, very different in usability. And, you know, this is a 100% pretty much a model car, and this is kind of close. I mean, you know, this is all plastic, so it's very light, and it looks like this thing can do flips and just not hurt itself. This is something that you kind of want to take it easy, and which you kind of will. But I know you guys are going to put a different motor. I know I will, and we're going to be watching a video, which will be my next video of how they run, and I'll put them both in the video just so we don't, you know, we can all just get a good feel all in one shot. So there it is, guys. There they are, right there for you. Let me see if I can take this off so you can see them perfectly. It's just a matter of what route you want to go. Do you want to take it nice and slow, or do you want to take it real fast? So this is going to be a ton of fun because I got a couple jumps in the back. So we'll be seeing if this thing can get some air. This, I have no trouble finding rocks to get some scale realism out of it. Some crawling, pretty neat.
So we have the Rc4wd drive at $199 and the Axial Yeti at $179. I got both at the company websites, which I will be linking below. Please subscribe, guys. This is my first video, hopefully of many more. I will have another video coming up very shortly of both of these vehicles in action. I hope to see you guys again. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day.